with Matua Shane Jones now getting his first round of questions from the Select Committee.
We have a question from Mark Cameron.
Minister Jones, it's always a pleasure to see you, sir, and I apologise for my absence. I am online, as you can well see. You talked using the word catastrophisation, and I hone in on that. I think there's been a certain degree of that. But if I could prosecute the concerns with the Marlin that you've raised, as you have rightly raised, that you are in consultation of the 300 or 400 Marlin that are caught as bycatch, and do they get returned to the sea or brought back to land? Is there an economic benefit if there were to be a market for them to have them brought back to land? And I suppose that's the driving initiative behind bringing them back anyway, or have them landed. If that was the case, would you say here today that the current advice is in development and you haven't made any informed decisions either way in that argument, correct?
Yep, obviously I can't spill all the paperwork, but I can assure you on the record that Mr. Bolger and his team are canvassing both sides of the argument, and our office and our officials have not made a call. There is a wee bit of marlin that is imported to New Zealand, and I've had this proven to me by the officials. It comes out of Fiji, so it's not as if marlin is not being consumed, admittedly in a relatively in a modest way. But the fear, sir, the fear is that if we enable the longliners, and they're not large in number, to bring this incidental marlin catch back to land, it will feed an appetite where they will go and deliberately at night time use large lights to target that fish species. I have no evidence that they would do that, but at this stage they are not allowed to bring it back, and until such time regulations are changed, they cannot bring and land that fish. That is the actual situation as we sit here in front of you today.
Thank you, sir, for your clarity.